Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is actually going to be a bonus because I really want to talk to you about consistency. But first, something has been on my mind knocking, so let's have it as a bonus. Geared up, ready to talk about consistency in your dreams, in planning for your goals. But then I remembered, as a business owner and as somebody who's actually been employed many times, there's something that's always nudging at me to speak about. So let's just have a quick chat about being selfish. Now, you know, when you hire people, and as employers we start to complain about how we're hiring young people who are not excited about their jobs, who are not willing to do their best. What's wrong with the job market today? What kind of people are schools churning out? They're not willing to work. And I said, okay, I know we would like to complain, but how about we think of it this way? Let's help the people we're employing to understand how this works. I actually asked my bosses where I used to work that why was I the person who you never called for meetings, extra reviews, and why was I just, the kind of person who you just ignore and expect excellent results? And said you were self-driven. You just somehow always knew what you were supposed to do and did it on time, and that's it. We never had reason to constantly review your work because you knew what your standards of excellence were and you applied them to your job. So I figured I'd advise you doing the same thing. A lot of us go into work or jobs because we're, one, desperate, we don't have the money, we need something to do, something to just earn something, right? Which is cool, I've been there. Sometimes we are into jobs because, you know what, I need to elevate from this job to another, and this is the best place to be, or this is the best position to work in. Other times you're in a role because my cousin, my friend, people do that. Yeah, I like this place because my friend works here, so I have a cushion. Somebody will always defend me. Surprisingly, guys, people do that. Anyway, if you are selfish, it will rid you of all the problems that you have. I want you to think of the company that you work for or the person you work for, even if it's Flavia, as, wait, thank you, you give me a salary, you give me a platform, you give me an environment to work in. But if you are selfish, you will give me the best results. And here's how. Hear me out. I, as Flavia, have my own plans. I have my own goals. I have things I want to achieve at every week, every month, quarterly, annually, and then the next 5 years. And I have to plug in how Capital or whatever place I work for will help me to achieve the goals. Not how I'll help them. First, how they'll help me. Because if I know what I want, if I know who I want to become, if I know how this place that I'm working right now plugs into the next thing, let me tell you, I will give you my all. Because as much as the food will be bad at lunchtime, in as much as the AC will not be working, in as much as you don't provide nice snacks for breakfast, I will do my job. Because for me, I know I just have 2 years here of doing excellently, and I'll take this on my CV and I'll shine. Or I just had to garner the experience I wouldn't have garnered anywhere else on this job, and then I will go. So I'll give you an example. When I joined NTV, which you already know I left, it was different. It was a TV space, yes, I had already been in TV, but it was news and journalism, and a space I had not been in, I had not excelled in, I would be in trouble. So I told myself, you have like 3 years, babe. 3 years. Master this thing. If it means going back to school, I did. If it means researching, I did. If it means putting extra hours, I did. I was the one who was taking the shifts in the morning, shifts in the night. When doing election season, you would see me in the morning reporting, then I'd go to radio, dash back into do the evening. It's fine. I'll take on as many because I don't know this space. I need to excel. And in 3 years, I'll be excellent. I'll be an expert. And then I get to decide what I want to do. Now, in my wanting to learn, in my wanting to do a lot so that I selfishly can learn, I gave my employer the best. I was the one who was on time. I was the one who was doing my best. I didn't need to be told. I already anticipated. I was already thinking ahead because I want to look good. Okay, and because I want to look good, I make the employer look good. So a lot of us, most cases, get into jobs and spaces thinking the other way around. Me, I don't want to do this thing to make you look good. Friend, make yourself look good. If you can be in a job where you know that they'll think of me as excellent, not the entire building, not the entire place, not the business I work for. They won't be clapping for them, they'll be clapping for me. If you think I'm lying, think about a restaurant. We're here at Coffee at Last. So let's say you're here for coffee and you're here often. For some reason, if I ask you, what's good at coffee at last? You'll say, oh, they have great coffee, the gonja is on point. But then you'll also say, talk to Sandra. You're like, hey, yeah, when you get there, she'll help you out. There are like 6 other people here. Why are you saying Sandra? It's because of the way she treated you. It's because of the standard she's set, the quality of customer care that she's giving you, that's the one that pops up. So notice you haven't just told me the place, you've also told me the person. Because she's selfishly saying, I don't care how my colleagues are working, me. I talk to people this way, I greet them this way, I check on them, I care. When they make an order, I remember. And so the excellence is hers. So friends, if you are in any business working, any workplace, be selfish. Say, this is who I want to become. This is the Flavia that everyone, like in 5 years, me, I will not be who you think I am today. I will have grown. And this is a place I'm using to grow. So while I'm using it, how can it help me? People are coming, they're meeting me. How will I speak to them? How will I present myself? And then, friends, you'll be self-driven. There's no other magic. That is it. That was your bonus vlog. See you next week.